welcome to another Run with Craft Scissors video. So I showed you before how I stamped some images from Unity stamps, and I've cut those out and I've colored them so you guys can see those. So that's ones I'm going to be using today. This is a card I'm making for a friend. Hopefully going to mail it out tomorrow. So these are the things I'm going to be using. I do have a punch here in case I decide I need to create my own embellishment real quick. Sometimes I use my Cricut to make cards, but when I already have stamp sentiments and stuff, I don't want to overwhelm the card. So this is a card that I got from a card set from Walmart. Anyway, it's one of those value packs. Comes with a bunch of them. It was like $3. So here's the card. I'm going to go ahead and start. I need to create a base. I need to create some lines. These are scraps. I like to use scraps to create my cards. This is from the Pebbles company, pebblesinc.com. It's called Seen and Noted. And all of these papers have different names. That's cute. This one, they're all two-sided. This one is called Checklist. And then some of these I don't have names for, but the stripy one, no, it has yellow polka dots on it. This one is called Memories. So there's that one. And then I think this one, where's that one? There's another one called Hello, but I don't think I have that one anymore. It has a blue background. Yeah, I don't have that. So this one is the one I don't know the name of, but it's got flowers and then chevron on the back. So that's really cute. They're cards. Plus the person I'm sending this to really likes flowers. And then I had already colored this, so I kind of wanted to match some of the colors. And there was pink and green and purple in that. But the pink kind of turned kind of red in the camera, and also underneath the tiny heart. So I thought this would be cute. So let's start. Okay, I have the most of this. So I'm probably going to make this my background. I don't want to go dark because I'm going to want to use the flowers, and that's already dark. So what I like to do is just line it up with the card. I'm one of those people that I line it up and I cut it down. I can tell you guys the measurements after I do it, but about that much away from each side is good. And then I just pencil in my lines where I want to see it line up, and then I just slap it on there and try to center it. Not super uptight about card making. Okay, sorry, couldn't find my cutter for a second. This is the Fiskars paper trimmer. Sometimes I don't like it because this piece falls out, and then I find that very annoying, especially if I put my cutter away and then it falls out and then I have to find it again before I can use it. Super annoying. Okay, so I might use this later. Get that up there. Alright. The reason I know some of their names is because I always keep these little strippy things that come at the bottom of papers. Sometimes they have stuff you can use. I may even use that in this card. I don't know. And then this one says Monday through Sunday, and then this one has numbers on it. And it says on a scale of 1 to 10 was. So if you want to rate that day or something like that. Which I'm if you're scrapbooking, it should be a 10 unless it's you're scrapbooking a day someone broke an arm or something. Oh wait, I broke my hand once. Okay. So that's gonna go like that. I do all of my lining up and such before I glue and before I ink the edges, because I want to see how it looks with each layer before I do that. Okay, so I always like to use the stripey as a trim. I really like that yellow polka dot, but then I got polka dots on top of polka dots. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of polka dots. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and make kind of a quarter trim out of this. And usually I like to go a quarter of an inch or so. Maybe a little bit wider for this one. Yeah, a little bit wider. This one's going to to be a strip that is about a 1/2 inch. Like I said, on cards I just kind of wing it. Scrapbooking, I have my like 12 by 12 map out. Everything is centered. There's not a whole lot of slapping it down. Okay. So now I need this to go all the way across. I like it to overlap, kind of like tying that front piece down. And I'm not sure that that's where it's going to go, but it's going to be that length. So I'm going to mark with my pencil. Pencils from Target. I like their Target dollar spot items. Big fan. Okay. I might use this later because then it's just a tiny amount of polka dots on top of polka dots instead of huge. Maybe. Okay. Let's see where this is going to go. So I've already decided my card is going to go horizontal. And then I need to decide on my sentiments how much room I really have left to decorate based on how big they are. Okay, because those are not going to change. So far I'm liking the way that looks. I really am. That's still kind of boring for me. So I'm going to want to do something else. Maybe create some... I'm sorry. Let me get a drink. Sorry, today was my day at school. I'm a teacher, by the way, if you didn't know that I did not have a conference block. So, oh my goodness, my voice is just shot by the end of the day. So I apologize. Okay, I think I'm going to use... See how this beautiful chunk is like just sticking off, waiting to be cut off? Well, I'm going to do it its favor and cut it off. See if I can use part of it. Make it look pretty. It's got chevron yellow on the opposite side. Okay. Now I've decided if I want to use the yellow or the gray. I think I'm going to use the gray side. I think what I'm going to do is kind of put that there. I'll end up cutting this. And then this will go like this. I'll probably have to move it over because I want this a little bit more centered on there. I think that looks cute because I don't want to cover this up too much. So I'm going to want to cut this out. And then the ribbon paper that I kind of made through, we'll be able to see it. I don't think that's too busy. Let me cut this. Okay, one of my favorite ways to make this is folding. So I folded the one side over, you pinch it. Take your scissors and then at an angle, snip. Look at that. Perfect. Okay. So I want to put this way up here. Ooh, moving everything around because it's not glued down yet. I don't do that yet. Okay. I'm going to put that right there. Okay, I'm liking the way that looks. I've got some blankness right here. I'm not sure where I'm going to go. Should I shoot some other ribbon across or leave it? I don't like leaving it. That's gray. Maybe I need to add some of that yellow. I like yellow. Let's come back to that. Okay, I definitely don't want to use the yellow polka dot, so I'm going to be using the yellow chevron to make some sort of a something. I think I'm going to have like another ribbon paper shooting across this way. Will that be weird? Let's try it. Oh, let's use this. Yeah. See if this is weird or not weird. Okay, I obviously want to see some of the chevron, so I need to make it wide enough that I see some. Okay. Sometimes I don't like chevron because it looks fatter at one end than the other. Just saying. Okay, I'm doing that little fold thing again, where you pinch the end, and then I'm gonna snip it. Snap. Okay. Alright, so I'm thinking this is gonna shoot across here. I want it a little bit shorter. How does that look? Is it looking crazy? I think it looks fun. I don't like a lot of negative space on my card, but I may decide when I start gluing it down. That'll probably be the last piece I glue down, because if I feel like I'm going too crazy, then I don't want it on there. I can always add it to another project. This is a short one, so I'm not going to use my cutter. Okay. Liking how that looks, so I'm going to go ahead and ink everything. Now, all of my sentiments are in black, so I'm wondering if I should ink black or ink brown. I also have kind of like a copper color. I really like this. It's Color Box. I got it on Amazon. I don't think it was too much, but that's gold. Yes. Not that I hate gold, I just don't think it goes with this. There's like a coppery color, or there's, that looks kind of like maroon coppery. These are very pigmented. I'll probably end up just going with black, because of the, you can see how black that is. Because of the gray right here, and because I already did those in black ink, I think that'll just have to be the way it looks. Because I want it to coordinate. I don't want to do brown and black. Just not my style. Okay, inking edges. Okay, you want to go really soft and really light on this, because these are like brand new pads. No, not brand new, but they're new enough that it doesn't take much. Once you start using these a lot, then you have to push harder and like rub. But this one, I don't want to smudge too much. I just want to frame it. Sorry about my hand. Okay, so you can kind of see it's just got a little outline to it. Remember, I said this before in one of my other videos that I made a card. You don't want to immediately lay this on another piece of paper, because sometimes the edges leave smudges on the back. So you want to be kind of careful. And I need to be really thin on this side, because I cut it kind of close. Right there. It's really close. Okay, so I'm going to lay those out. I'll go ahead and ink this. Who knows if I'm going to use it. Sometimes I end up using it just because I cut it. It's like pressure of wasting. You guys ever have that where you're like, well, I already did it. I've worked really hard on embellishments before. Like, have you ever made those circle flowers? I like making them, but then like sometimes I don't know what to do with them. Or I don't feel like after I'm done spending, you know, however long it takes to make one of those, I feel bad if I'm like, I really don't like the way it looks. So then I end up like saving it or like setting it somewhere in my craft room until it gets like destroyed. Like, what was the point of that? If you guys don't know what circle flowers are, you should leave me a comment below and I'll do a video on how to make circle flowers. I also figured out how to make stars out of the scallop banner punch that I used on the last card. I figured out how to make a really cute looking star using those. So maybe I'll post that. Okay. So I don't want to get too crazy with it. If you want to be like artsy, you can smudge deeper with it. But that's not what I'm going for. I'm going with finishing the edges so you don't have these bright white edges against each other. And also, like, if your trimmer is kind of like making the paper fray a little, it kind of covers that up. Okay, I don't want that there because I'm not using it. I also have my Pop Dots out, and I also took some baker string. It's green. It was $1 at a local scrapbooking store. It's from American Crafts, so it's just some baker string that I might tie on there as well. I'm really starting to get into Unity stamps. So it took me a while to post this video, not because it took me forever to color the pictures of the stamps that I made, from that video, but I misplaced them. It was one of those where I was like, oh, I really like all these. They need to dry. And then I was like, oh, I don't want to leave these out because then my son, who's 2, he'll destroy it. He'll take it or whatever. So I put it someplace safe, which of course is where I can't remember I put it. So my husband found them today, and I was like, yes! Okay, before I lose it, I'm going to make something with them. Because knowing me, I'll put it back again somewhere and not be able to find it for a while. And these papers actually are from an older line, so I'm not sure if they're still available. I will go look if they are, and I'll post the link below if you want to go see what the other names of them are, or the other papers that are in the collection, because I doubt this is the only papers in that collection. But I tend to like to buy collections of papers now. Like I used to buy those stacks, and then I felt like it got wasted because I didn't feel like they coordinated as well, or like the paper wasn't as thick enough as I wanted it, so like you could see the other paper behind it. So Pebbles is a really good one. I like Cartabella. And who else do I like? Echo Park. Oops, sorry, that was my cutter. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start gluing. And you can edge this or not. I feel like it's just going to match everything else by doing it that way. Try to put it together sideways for you. Go straight for you, sideways for me. And I'm also really enjoying using 2-sided papers. Oh, this is my glue runner. It's an Elmer's. I like it because the refills are at Walmart. Okay, so I'm going to line this up. I'm going to bug everybody that has OCD because I'm not going to measure it. Someone may want to know the measurements of my whole card. Okay, that one is 5.5 by, what is that, 4.25. Okay, so then my inside one is 3.75, and then this one is 5. So I actually did really well on that eyeballing. Just saying. Kind of bragging on myself right now because I'm proud of that. Okay, I said this strip thing needed to go down first. I think I told you guys it was going to be 1/2 inch. Here it is. It's a 1/2 inch by however long this was. So, ready for today. I like these polka dots because I can use them to line it up. Look at that. Packet. That was looking cute. Alright, what do I need to do next? It's this one. Do I want to go here? No, because then I cover up too much of my ribbon. And it's like, what's the point of having the ribbon on there if you're just going to cover it up? Okay. I think I said I needed it over a little bit for my sentiment. Okay, I think I'm going to pop off the sentiment and the toilet paper. I think so. And the toilet paper also came with another phrase that said, that's how we roll as well. But like, I was like, it's not really like the kind of card I wanted to make. So that could be a birthday card if it's like toilet paper and it's like, that's how we roll because we're old. I don't know. I'm not sure how I would use that's how we roll. Alright, I was going to pop dot that. There. I haven't used my baker string. I may not. I like to wrap. Maybe I'll wrap it around that. Would that be weird? It might be weird. Sometimes I come up with these really weird ideas when I'm crafting and I'm like, no, nobody would ever do that. I also come up with really weird ideas in the middle of the night sometimes. Okay. And these are just, they're not like brand name Pop Dots or anything. They're just foam dots that I bought in the dollar basket at Michael's. It came with like a huge sheet of them. And I use every bit of this Like once this row is popped out, then I'll cut this part off and use it. Which is why you don't see the rest of the square, because I thoroughly use my foam stickiness. Okay, ready? Can you see this? Just bring it closer to you. Alright. Probably gonna make people mad. Nope, it's pretty centered. I'm liking that. What do you guys think? I think it's cute. Okay, pop dots. This one's gonna need like 5 so it's even. See, and sometimes the tiniest little picture can take so many pop dots. That's why you gotta be not wasteful. That's 4 or 5. Okay. Should have enough now. And I don't mind using the squares either. I've used the squares. Pretty much just buy whatever's on sale, you know? Because crafting is not cheap. Have you guys seen that post on Facebook where it's like, oh my gosh, I could totally make that. I'm not going to spend $20 on the store and buy one that's already made. I'm going to make my own. $100 later. Something like that. I thought it was funny. But that's kind of like what I would do. Like, I could do that. I'm not like that about everything. Like, I'm not handy with wood or metals. Like, if it's made out of paper, I'm not going to buy it. I'm going to make it myself. Okay, that's in my way. Is that upside down? No, that's right. Okay, I want to show a little bit of the green. Yeah, I can see a line of the polka dots at the bottom. Okay. I think pop dots and dimensions on cards give it that little extra oomph to it. Okay. I'm going to see how this looks, and I'll show you something. This is kind of another technique that I use. I'm going to put this to the side for a second. You guys can probably still see part of it, but okay. So I want to put it at this end. So I'm going to take my glue runner, and I'm going to put glue all the way up to the edge. And then I don't like how this is fraying. It's bothering me, so I'm going to cut it off. Okay. He does that because, to be honest, like, I need to move how I store these, but that's life. Okay, so you either need to start at this end or this end. I don't usually start in the middle. So I'm going to start at this end. Okay, so that sticks on there, and then you're just going to wrap it around. I don't like to do it completely straight. Like, I will come back around and layer it back in. So if I want to cross it, then you can. And cross it back over. Cross that back over. And it's still going to stick. I'm running out of sticky right there. Move that around. Move it over here a little. And you can pretty much decide, like, if you think that's enough, you can stop right there. I'm probably going to do one more. Maybe another one. I like it pretty full. I like to kind of completely cover up the glue. So then I press down on it and completely smush it into the glue. And then it's pretty much going to stay like that for me. And then you just pull it off a little bit and cut it. Make sure you have enough on there that it's going to stick to it. So then you don't have any loose strings. I've also done where I'll grab some of these with another string and I'll tie them together, and then I can tie a little bow around it. So that usually looks pretty cute. Okay, now let's decide if I really like this. I know I wasted time making that if I did not like it on there, but okay, what do you guys think? Does it look weird? Do I like the thread? Do I not like the thread? I think it adds a little bit of texture to the card, which is nice, but I'm wondering if having 2 banners and the ribbon down here is too much. It just looks so blank right there. And I want to cheer her up. Yeah, I like it enough. I wish that green on there was brighter. It's like a light green. You see it? Yeah, it's like a light green. I have ink on my hand. Yes, I do. Oh man, there's ink all over my hands. Crafting problems. Okay, and you can put another layer of glue runner right over that thread. It sticks, not a problem. And then I would do another one on this side so that your flag isn't hanging off. Right. Okay, and then I'm gonna put this right underneath those dots. I love having the polka dots to create lines for me, so I don't have to make sure it's straight. Okay, so that is going to be my card for my friend. Hope you guys like it. I can make more cards out of the items that you saw me stamp of that video. They look like this. If you did not see that video, there's one with like secret ingredient of love, an owl, typewriter, what's shaking, salt and pepper shakers. There's a birthday one, is what it is. There's another one that's like, you shine brighter than the stars. And there's a little drink. I just stamped that because I wanted to see what it looked like. And then there was one more I had to put on another sheet that says just breathe. And then like a rose. So if you would like to see one in particular into a card, you can leave a comment below. And I will include the link to Unity, once again, if you want to buy these kind of stamps. I think they're amazing. And I'll also leave a link to the Pebbles Paper Company if they still carry this line. But either way, I'll link you to it because they have some cute stuff and it's usually patterned similar like this, but probably different colors. So, alright, well, thanks for watching. Have a good night.